Oh, it's magic, you know. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. That song's been stuck in my head all day. And I feel like this is a magical place. This is Hogwarts. Welcome back to AG University podcast, where magic is real because we're the dancing unicorns and we're magical beings. Okay. Happy Wednesday. Happy whatever day you are catching up with me on. I'm so excited that you're here. Hello. My name is Anna Grace Newell, lead dancing unicorn and professor of AG University podcast. I'm a clairvoyant medium, Akashic Records practitioner, intuitive guide, all of the things. If you're new here, this is the first episode that you're finding. I highly recommend checking out episode number 1 because that's a really great place to start. My phone just vibrated at exactly 555. I got to turn my do not disturb on, but maybe 555 is an angel number for someone. It's actually been showing up a lot for me lately. And I've talked about this in other podcast episodes. Angel numbers are kind of my own languaging that I've created. So 5 for me, I always know that change is coming. 5 is a number of change. And I really do feel that. I feel like you're entering this massive portal of change. And speaking of, I actually want to read to you guys a message that I channeled from the Akashic Records. My newsletter always sees it first. Newsletter gets all the piping hot tea. They also get access to my scheduling to book readings with me. They find out the giveaway winners. You can enter the giveaways. Basically anything more AG University goes into my newsletter. It's linked in the show notes every single episode, every single time. But let's read the newsletter that I just sent out because in case you're new and you're not on my newsletter, also, I just want to read it. Maybe even you did read the newsletter. I think this is such a good message and I will kind of break it down and transcribe it. I always say these messages come through so lyrically. Like the Akashic Records is very sing-songy, very light, playful. Akashic Records, aka angel readings, connecting with a super high vibrational plane of love. And yeah, it's very poemy, very sing-songy. I actually made Austin rap one. Like I literally told him, I was like, it's kind of like a song. Will you rap this for me? And I filmed him and we got a real kick out of that. But so it's like a poem, but this is a long one. So here we go. This is your Akashic record reading for April into May, kind of an overview of the eclipse season as well. Transforming your space. The energetic upgrade that's coming for you is shifting you into a new dynamic of ease and grace. You will no longer worry about what it is that I am supposed to be doing. Where am I going? What am I doing? Who am I today? That is a chapter that was needed for you in order for you to ask yourself those questions. But now you must understand that you are going to do what you are here to do, and that is to be on purpose, to be on mission, and to be ignited and excited by the passion that's burning inside of you. This energy is coming for you, activating now with this eclipse season and really taking a hold of a whole new you. As the Mayflowers start to bloom, just as they say, April showers bring May flowers. This April season showers you with the energy of the eclipse, the energy of everything around you shifting and shaking so that you will let go, so that you begin to make space for these new flowers to grow. Allow them to grow and be excited. Get excited about their presence before it even arrives. Where that is all you need to do is be excited about a manifestation before it arrives. That is the key. That is the key. Don't you see? And that is exactly how quantum manifestation arises in your life. There's only 2 things that you need to know. One starts with looking inside. How can you raise the excitement levels of your inside? What activities bring you joy? And these have nothing to do with what also bring you money or work or recognition. It's simply a time for you to just do what makes you feel alive. And the next thing is looking at your space around you, transforming the space into a place that you wish to thrive. Just as we make space in our garden before we plant new flowers, we want to clear out any weeds or any energy that's no longer serving me. So ask yourself, what can I let go of? How can I make the space more conducive for my flowers to grow? Understanding that we are connected with the seasons, and the more that we can let go, the more magic that takes place in our current reality. So allow your space to transform. Play and enjoy while you wait for your Mayflowers to grow, and everything else. Go within and let go, let go, let go. You are carrying so many stories that no longer serve you, and all you have to do is choose to let go. It really is that simple. It really is that simple. So go within and let go and get excited for all of the flowers that are about to grow. In love and light, the legions of light. So that is my letter, which I'm going to kind of break down a little bit for you guys because it's really stuck with me. Even just rereading it again, I'm like, oh, even I need to hear that message over and over. um Really, this eclipse season, we are shifting into this dynamic of ease and grace, right? So it's all about letting go of things that are taking up our time, our energy, our resources, and in some capacity that's no longer serving us, and that we are shifting into ease and grace. But in order to do that, we need to let go of worrying, let go of so many things. And even how they kind of said there's a time in our life where we are supposed to go like, where am I? What am I doing? Who am I? Like questioning everything. And just know that that is so important and profound. And it's good, even though it's frustrating at the time and you feel stuck or confused and you don't know where you're going, you don't know what you're doing. It's okay. It's so necessary. It's like they said, this is a chapter that was needed for you. Like you needed to ask yourself those questions and sit in that to understand what it feels like to be in a place of questioning versus be in a place of alignment. There's duality there. And when you can experience both, you know that one feels better than the other. So now, post eclipse season, literally post eclipse clarity is what's coming for us. You must understand that you are here to do what you're going to do. So it's really like all about stepping into purpose, which is a really exciting time. I mean, 2024 collectively is just an exciting year energetically. I'm really excited for you guys because there's this huge wave of like being ignited and excited about passion. And there's this energy coming for you with this eclipse season that's really going to bring on a whole new you. And I always get so many flowers and garden analogies, which I also love because I feel they're so simple, they're universal, they're applicable. Everyone knows, about nature. And at its core, like we are nature. We are nature. We are little flowers. And so getting excited before our flowers grow, right? First things first, we got to make space for our new flowers to grow. And that's really like cleaning up the bullshit, cleaning up the clutter, cleaning up, even if it's like cleaning out your closet physically, maybe it's mentally. Mentally, like I caught myself the other day walking back from the gym, thinking about some old memory of like a time where I was really harsh on myself. And I literally stopped walking and I go, I choose to let that go. I just said that to my brain. I was like, love you for bringing that up. I choose to let it go. And I really do feel like it's that simple. I feel like sometimes we have to just stop a thought in its tracks and be like, no, no, I choose to let it go because I'm making space for new flowers to grow. And that was what I learned from this, reading that I channeled was like, I choose to let it go came through kind of in bold. Like certain words will come through stronger or like louder, like literally like bold, or you'll notice I repeat certain phrases. As I repeat them, it means there's emphasis there. Like it'll be like, let it go, let it go, let it go. That is key. That is key. Don't you see? Like there are certain things that messages that I'm channeling and I know they're coming through as like bold, italicized, emphasized, underline. Um, so I just wanted to, I love the garden analogy and the April showers bring May flowers because there's so many career opportunities and exciting things coming. The only thing that you can do right now is make space and you've got to trust and get excited. You can't see the flowers yet. We plant the seed and we know the flower is going to grow and we're not going to worry about it. It's just going to grow. And we've just got to get excited and think how beautiful and amazing our garden is going to be, right? So get excited and make space. And just literally anytime something comes up, you can just do a quick little inventory. What are some weeds growing? Some energy that's no longer serving me. And then say in your mind, I choose to let it go because it is that easy. I really do believe that we as human beings, we love to think like, okay, I've got to go into, a 45-minute meditation, transcendental meditation. I've got to journal. I've got to relive my most traumatic experience. And I really am here to tell you, I think that is unnecessary. I really do. I think that at some points we can just choose to release things, choose to let them go. We can pull it up, send it love, send it light, and be done with it. I really don't know how important it is for every single micro trauma. Or, I mean, I understand some of the bigger things in your life absolutely need to be processed, but there is a level of us always thinking we need to sift and sort and label and give it meaning and feel. And, we don't want to be constantly bringing all this like negative stuff that makes us feel bad into our cells, into our existence for us to be feeling and reliving all over again. So I really do feel like at some point you can just say, I choose to let this go. I love myself enough to let this go. I'm sending that memory love. I'll pull up a version of myself that I feel like is that age or whatever. Maybe something happened. I'll have like a memory resurface. And I'm like, that doesn't serve me. That doesn't feel good. How old was I there? 12. Let's send her so much love and like really try to focus on making it a positive experience versus, dredging up all of the icky feelings and how sad and how upset I was and all the things. And like I said, we're not trying to bypass here, but that's just, do we need to relive every traumatic moment of our life in order to be healed? No, I really do not think that is the case. I really do think there are some experiences that we can just choose to let them go. We can just choose a new story, choose a new narrative. And I'm not speaking to all levels of trauma. Everybody's situation is unique, and we need to be aware. At some point, I do feel people get addicted to being in this like healing, going through the hard stuff because they think that's the only way to get to the other side. And I'm just here to tell you that you can feel good. You can feel good and be working on becoming your best self. And even if you're in the process of a breakup or some sort of emotional healing, it doesn't always have to be excruciating. Okay. So don't feel that you have to dredge up, some of the hardest times of your life constantly in order to be doing the work. Part of our human existence is to be here to feel good, to feel joyful, to feel love. That's literally what we're here to be in this body. And yes, sometimes we do, have to go through pain in order to experience healing or experience pleasure. That's natural too. But I think it's one of those things that it doesn't have to be so extreme. I'm someone that stays so far away from extremes of it being all or nothing, or we've got to go in and go to the depths of the darkest place of our soul and dirt it up and da da da. It's like, no, no, no. As things come up, we address them. If something triggers me, we address it. But in the meantime, I'm just waking up every day wanting to have a nice, beautiful day, wanting to feel good, wanting to feel my body, wanting to be on purpose, wanting to be on mission, feeling called to service, or some days it's just resting. But just a reminder that that was something that came through really big for me recently in my own channeling. I channel my own Akashic records all the time. And I was on a walk and I just kept saying over and over, like, how can you simplify things? How can you just simplify? And I want you to ask yourself that right now. Like, how could I simplify anything in my life? Anything. I mean, literally, it could be quite literally the functions in your house. It could be the people around you. It could be how you're spending your time. When I ask you, how can you simplify something in your life? What comes to mind first? Because that's such a common theme with this eclipse season and everything that's going on, is that we're really apt to overcomplicating things and doing way too much work. And it's just, working out way too long, thinking we need to do, an hour of cardio and all these things, when sometimes it's just like a simple 15 minutes to shift our energy. How can we actually tune into ourselves and how can we simplify our life so that it's easier? We're creating a path of ease, literally, for joy, for happiness, for love. Our purpose here is not to fill every moment for us to be doing things in every single moment. That's something that I've had to learn. This whole last few months of me really having to sit the heck down, canceling a lot of traveling plans, moving a lot of plans to the side, putting my health at the number one priority. I was like, wow, I have a lot more free time, and caught myself wanting to fill it up, wanting to be like, oh, well, this is great. Now I can do this, this, and this, and this. And it's like, no, 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 no. Let's just simplify. Let's just actually do things that feel good. You can go on the extra long walk. Cause I used to be like, oh, I got to go on a 20-minute walk. Cause I got to go. Da, 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 da. And it's like, no, 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 I can go on an hour and a half walk if I need to. You don't have to fill every single moment of your day with things to do, scrolling, whatever it is. We don't have to be in constant motion. We're allowed to simplify. So this is my invitation that I'm extending to you on simplifying your life. What can you do to simplify your life? And I think that goes hand in hand with spring cleaning energy, just collectively. How can we clean up our space, clean up our garden, clean up our energy field. I did a cleansing of an auric field a few episodes back. It's a great one if you guys haven't tuned in there. I highly recommend it. I guide you through an auric cleansing. It's totally free. It's just on the podcast and it feels really good. I got a lot of really positive feedback from that one on just how everyone just felt so much lighter and brighter. So, yes, that is just a little love note from the Akashic Records. I'll post Austin rapping part of it on the social media. I've been really just acting up on social media. I posted something over on TikTok because everyone keeps signing off on TikTok. Like they keep being like, "Oh, it's been so fun," because allegedly there's like maybe the TikTok ban is coming back. I don't know. This is not, you will never, ever, ever find anything to do about the news over here because I don't know what the fuck is going on ever. I'm so disconnected. Like don't have cable. I don't have Twitter. Like I don't know anything that's going on at all. I only like the Akashic Records is my news source forever and ever. Hallelujah. Amen. But allegedly TikTok is potentially getting banned. And I posted a TikTok the other day where I'm like, you know what, this is kind of fun because I've kind of been in this like real like fuck it energy where I'm like, if TikTok gets deleted, I'm posting 6 times a day. I'm acting crazy. I'm saying the most clickbaity things ever so that just because I want to act up, just because I feel like acting up. I mean, honestly, that is like the only way to really be successful on TikTok is like clickbait and just say outrageous stuff. Now, the thing that people have been calling is like rage bait, like basically making people mad, which I don't want to do that. I just say like silly, outrageous things. But anyways, I was like, if TikTok's getting deleted, I'm just acting up. So I've been in my era just on social media collectively, where I just tell Austin all the time, I'm like, I'm acting up. I was like, Austin, I want to make this into a rap song just because I'm acting up. And whatever, someday TikTok can be completely deleted. I really don't think it is, but everybody keeps signing off. And I'm like, you know what? I have this mood where I'm like, I am just going to post absolutely anything, anything. So if y'all are like, what is Anna Grace posting or talking about? I mean, just the posts are incessant. I mean, I'm just coming out of the woodworks, but it's been a really fun energy to play and being like, I literally don't care. And also everything on TikTok is not real. It's like it's like a staged production just to get a reaction out of people. And I feel like playing in that energy has got me so detached from actually worrying what people think about me or care about me, because I'm like, I'm just playing into the algorithm or the trends or whatever. And I think that, again, having that playful energy, there's so many of you guys that I know listen to this podcast because deep down, somewhere inside of you, you have an intuitive gift or you have something that is awaiting inside of you to be activated. And at some point, you will feel called to share that, whether it's social media, whether it's your local book club, whoever. Getting in the energy of just really playing around with like, I do not fucking care what anybody thinks of me at all. I do not care if this video goes so viral and everyone roasts me, and I don't care if it gets 10 views. It's a really liberating place to be in. Like I post, I don't look back. And that's kind of how it's got to be as step into your gifts, and everyone here will get there. If you're not there yet, it's okay. I was not there. It took me a long time to get there. But even just listening to this podcast, being in this energy, showing up, playing with your intuition, connecting with your higher self, like you're going to be there in no time. And that's the fun. The fun is completely detaching from what people think about you. And you're like, I don't even care. And it's amazing. So, anyways, my wish for you guys is that you all share all of your intuitive gifts loud and proud, and you play in them. And the more that you take ownership of them, the stronger they get. So there's like a little tango with it too, but it's all a dance, and you're all right on time. I mean, I did not even know about the Akashic records until I was 26 years old. I'm 30. Okay. Like this is crazy that it's become almost my entire career, because it's been I mean, I've only been doing this for a few years. So, and I just can't even wait to figure out what's next. I actually pulled a card for you guys that I want to read, and I pulled it just for AG University collectively. Let me show it. I'm on YouTube every Wednesday, by the way. I really feel like I always forget to promote YouTube, but she doesn't get enough love. Okay, here's the card. My darling dear friend Nicole gave me a new deck of cards, and it's an animal apothecary guidebook. So they're kind of like unicorn oracle cards, but just different animals. And this says the unknown gift. And I really felt like this was for my AGU girlies. The Nightingale card comes when you have a profound gift that you are not currently aware of. A great endurance of difficulties leads you to unveiling the diamond within. This card is a gem to receive. Feel honored. There is no other card that foretells such a bounty. This gift is beyond your wildest dreams, and you possess it. Your gift is something that every cell in your body yearns to self actualize. It is one of your most exciting and fulfilling purposes. This card is not about fixing anything or giving you the perfect solution or guidance to a current obstacle. You receive the honor of this card when grace allows you a small knowing there is an as yet undiscovered talent within. It may take months or years to reveal this gift, but it is there, and it will come to you as clear as the noonday sun, something your truest self has always longed to actualize. Nightingale's medicine has a special message for you. There's a nightingale on the card, also for you guys that can't see. You are being asked to endure time and uncertainty, for you are still in the night season, little one. Soon you will understand, and you will be able to share your gift with the world. But you must wait, as there is a reason that your gift's greatness needs time to actualize in the material realm. Beyond this, it is too mysterious to explain. Please be patient. A reality of yourself beyond your current depth of awareness awaits you. Keep the faith. You have no idea how much the wait will be worth it. Get excited for the immensity of this gift within. It is big, very big. And I really do believe that. I set such strong intentions for this podcast. I really believe that everybody that listens to this podcast has a very special gift, whether they are sharing their gift or they have yet to uncover their gifts. I also don't believe that anybody has fully uncovered all of their gifts. It'd be like if we only had Christmas once in this lifetime. No, we've got Christmas every year. Like as we up level, as we step more into our truest, highest version of self, we have more gifts that are uncovered and we learn new things. We pick up new skills. And even me, I mean, lately, I told you guys I've been playing so much in the Reiki realm. I've been doing Reiki on Austin almost every single night before bed. He begs me for it. It's so funny. But it's also been really fun for me to just play because I've just kind of done self Reiki or a few just random Reiki. I've never been consistent with it. And he, the first night that I did it on him, he literally told me he felt like he was going to uncontrollably laugh. Like laughter is such an emotional release, which I thought was really funny. So he got the giggles and I was like, that really feels on brand for me because my energy is very playful and happy. Even when I do readings, the prayer that I channeled for the Akashic Records, it's actually called A Pathway to Cosmic Delight, the prayer that I named and channeled. And I feel like that's the energy that I work with. It's like cosmic delight. So, but yeah, like that's something, I've been doing this for years now. And I feel like as though I've mastered the Akashic Records, but in 5 years from now, I'll look back and be like, psh, girl, now I'm a true wizard, a true wizard. So you have so many gifts that have yet to be uncovered and yet to shared, and they're coming at the perfect time. And that reminds me too of a TikTok that I think I recorded the other day. I honestly don't know if I've posted it yet, but I also told the girls this in Costa Rica how passionate I am about movement in the body and releasing anger and making space for basically our nervous system to actually find relaxation and to settle, because sometimes it's just clinging on to certain emotions or it feels comfortable being in the energy of anxiety, right? Because we get like this rush of emotion, or there's just certain energies that our body gets comfortable experiencing. How about that? And until we learn to express them or harness them or use them, we're existing on this loop. And so whenever I take some of the girls through somatic dance practice work that I like to do, I always say we're channeling certain emotion, we're releasing certain emotion, and also we're training our body to carry a new energy, right? A new frequency. And I was explaining to them that as our nervous system gets more regulated and more comfortable in our being and our body, and I hope at this point you guys know what it feels like to be dysregulated or regulated. It's like our auric field. It's like anything. Our energy is constantly ebbing and flowing, and it's okay if you're in a season of dysregulation. I was in a whole year of being dysregulated. Right now, I feel very regulated, but that could change in a few months. Who knows? I don't know. And it's not good or bad. So don't be hard on yourself. It's okay. Even I know all about this and I still flirt going in and out. But I was explaining to the girls that the more that our nervous system feels nice and cozy and relaxed, that we can start to pick up more things, right? We can energetically expand and carry more. And it's like if right now think about some of the things that you were manifesting a few years ago, right? So when I was like 26, I was always manifesting, of course you want to meet your soulmate, or of course you want $1 million, of course you want all these things. But at 26 years old, I wasn't so not ready. I was not ready. I couldn't physically hold it. I could not hold it. My body was like, I mean, I don't know, I would have done something stupid with the money. I would have probably pissed off my soulmate because I was being a Yahoo. I was still in my Yahoo phase. No, I don't know. You can meet the perfect person at any point in your life, but I knew I wasn't ready. I was not ready. I was aware at that point in my life. I had so much learning and evolving and kind of growing up to do. And ultimately, my nervous system wasn't able to carry that capacity. I was not able to be an energetic match for some of those things that I thought I wanted, but deep down I knew like it wasn't my time. And so when I was on a walk the other day too, I was just kept getting the Akashic records like, just play while you wait, chill. You're in this massive kind of contraction before you have this huge catapult that's coming starting in May. And I was like, okay, I like that. That's fun. And I really thought about it. I was like, man, I was just on a walk and I was like, my nervous system feels so regulated. Like I feel so much more ready to be seen by the masses, to be on stage, to be speaking to people, to be doing big energy work with big groups of people. A year ago, I wasn't really ready to do that. I thought I was, but I wasn't ready. And so it's even made me relax a little bit more and being like, oh, my body is just like preparing me. I'm working with my body. I'm listening to my body. We're in tune. We're all mind, body, spirit, team AG. We're all working together. And so I feel if you've been in a season of uncertainty or, you're headed into the eclipse and you're ready for all this clarity, like truly do not be frustrated or discouraged if, one of these things has not yet come to you or something you've been manifested has not come into fruition. Because like I said, sometimes we're not maybe ready to hold it. And that's okay. That's why God, the universe, our angels all have our back because they're just like, waiting until you are so perfect and so ready because they want you to feel so good. They never want to give you more than you can hold, even if it's positive things. We're always going to be kind of doing this dance like, oh, okay, I feel good. I feel ready. And if you really genuinely do feel ready, start signaling it to the universe. Start really like tuning in and tapping into your nervous system. Start really communicating with the energy and the consciousness of all parts, right? Like your social media presence has an energy, has a consciousness. Like literally like focus on like, how am I showing up then? What do I look like? Like if I don't feel that I've been, receiving a certain manifestation and I feel ready, tune into the energy of whatever the thing is that you're manifesting. It has a consciousness. Right? Do a journal entry and be like, why have I not aligned with this yet? But then also give yourself the ease and grace to slow down, to not feel every single moment, and to know that like look backwards and be like, oh my gosh, when I was manifesting this, then I ended up getting this job and it was like a way better move than what I thought this was going to be. Or like for me, like I ended up moving to Florida. Like I thought I was going to move to California. Like sometimes when we have a plan, y'all know this, the universe has a better plan. And that's okay. So if you're not exactly where you want to be right now, do not be discouraged. I want you to start tomorrow as a fresh day and be like, I'm just here in this temporary, situation that maybe doesn't feel like 100% my dream job or dream relationship or dream something. It's okay because your body is working with you all the time. There's so much going on behind the scenes. That's like a huge message that I was getting like loud and clear. There's so much going on behind the scenes, even when you feel like I've had a shit day, I've done nothing productive, I'm just like existing and I'm blinking and I'm breathing. That's okay because there is so much more going on behind the scenes. The universe is moving and shaking and moving parts and pieces and places and things all the time. And you don't have to do a thing. You just literally take care of yourself, take care of your vessel. You feel good. You be kind to yourself and be loving to others. And that's it. So I just kind of want to remind you guys that yes, things are going to be moving and shaking as we head into the eclipse. Some things that maybe the universe might have to pry out of your hard, cold fingers because you don't want to let it go because you're comfortable holding these things. You're comfortable. It was like me. Y'all know this. I was a busy bee, wanting to do all the things. And then the universe said, okay, well, we're going to have to tell her that she's got an autoimmune thing going on or else she's not going to sit the fuck down. And that was literally the only thing that would have gotten my attention. And that's why I know that health situation has been my teacher because like honestly, I'm so excited to get my blood drawn because I know it's going to be like a completely different situation than what it was a few months ago because I listened and I just sat the fuck down and the universe pried it out of my cold, hard fingers. She said, release the grip. And I said, okay, okay. I don't know what I'm doing, but okay. And even now, like I'm in a transition portal. My business is going to change so much. Every time one of my friends talk to me, like, what's going on? I'm like, what's new and exciting? What's going on with work? And I'm like, y'all, I'm just like living. Truly, I'm kind of in a stage of just existing, but it feels really good because I'm just taking care of me. I'm in my little love bubble with Austin and Zane, and we're just, getting ready for a move. And yeah. So, this was just kind of a chit chatty April reading for you guys. Just letting you kind of know what's in the ethers. And I really feel like there's a message that somebody needs to hear in this because I always open up the container to nourish you guys via your ear holes. And I want you to come in next week. I'm going to be I'm actually recording a couple episodes back to back. I'm going to record again tomorrow. And I had a guest that was going to come on and we were going to talk about conscious partnership and relationship, but that guest actually got sick. So we're going to reschedule. No big deal, but it gave me a really good idea for a kind of questions that you should ask your partner if you're in partnership or if you're manifesting partnership, questions to know before you get married, before you enter like more of a serious commitment. Just because that's the phase that I'm in. And I feel that I got a lot of good advice and some questions that I've compiled together. So tune in for that. It will be more relationship advice and just questions you can journal on, questions you can ask your partner. I always love to give everybody takeaway or allow me to be a catalyst for growth in your relationship so that you can ask your partner, like, blame it on me. Like, Anna Grace told me I needed to ask you these questions. I love doing that. Questions for you, questions for your partner. Because yeah, sometimes it's just nice to have a segue or a talking point or excuse to bring something up that maybe is awkward or uncomfortable, or you're like, ooh, that is a good question and I need to know that because it is. No conversation that maybe has a tough question is ever going to be anything but rewarding or a bonding experience, even though sometimes Austin is like, I mean, I just ask so many questions all the time. Sometimes I probably wear him out. But here's the thing. That's what you get for marrying me. um so I'm just a depth girly. I just want to go deep all the time. I love the depth. But yes, okay, so that's what's coming up on the agenda. Relationship stuff next week. I really have not had, like, it's been funny. I keep trying to schedule a couple guests here and there, and one got sick, which is totally fine. Some people it just never worked out on their calendar. So I've been doing a lot of solo episodes back to back. So if you guys want to leave me, a comment or a review or something, let me know. I'm like, last season, everyone said they favored the solo episodes. If you're liking the guests too, I can, do more guests. I'm always open to feedback, and I always read the reviews because I really appreciate anybody taking time to share a message, or, even if you have a question or feedback or direction, I'm super open and I'm super appreciative of all the support. And also lastly, I did announce the giveaway winner. It went out in the newsletter, my girl Alex. So she is the Blender Bombs giveaway winner that has been announced and facilitated. And also, you guys know I do a reading giveaway like every 3 to 6 months. So don't be discouraged. There's still more readings to go. I'm always here, and definitely join the newsletter for more information on how to win a free Akashic Records reading with me, or if you want to book, schedule, everything always goes out there. And I believe this is all of my announcements. I'm going to be back on the mic tomorrow recording more, and I just love you guys so much. Thank you for being a dancing unicorn. I'm so proud of you for your commitment to growth, and I'm so excited for future you, for all of your beautiful Mayflowers to grow. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye. As always, I just wanted to say thank you so much for tuning in. If you feel so called, or if it feels aligned, I would love for you to leave me a review here. I always love reading your beautiful thoughts and messages. And also, you can find me at Anna Grace Newell on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And I will link all of my courses, AG University course curriculum, in the show notes, along with, if you're interested in booking an Akashic Records reading with me, my scheduling link goes out in my newsletter. It goes out once a month and it's completely free. I would love to have you there. As always, I'm a proud professor, and you get an A+ for making it all the way through the end. Love you.